Ever feel like your mind is running you rather than the other way round? Creating unrealistic scenarios in your head or reliving embarrassing memories over and over? We all get negative thoughts sometimes, but for some people they're constant. In this video, I'm going to teach you this powerful technique from cognitive behavioural therapy to help you regain control of your mind. If you've got a pen and paper nearby, grab it, as we'll need to dig deep into our past. Before we get into the technique, it's essential you understand the components first. These will help you decode your thoughts and behaviours more effectively. There are 5 main components to this, including your early life experiences, core beliefs, rules for living, triggers, and negative automatic thoughts themselves. Early life experiences are any traumatic events during childhood, typically the first 5 years of life, but not strictly. You may or may not remember these events, but it's important to have a think and see if anything stands out to you from that time. Maybe your parents got divorced, or you split your trousers at school and everybody laughed. What's traumatic for one person varies drastically to the other, so it's important you jot down what you discover. Core beliefs are subconsciously created beliefs that shape how you view the world, often a result of your early life experiences. These are rigid and not easily changed. Let's look at an example. Your mum shouts at you for not tidying up after yourself. The subconscious interpretation might be, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy of love. The irrational rationality behind this would be, if someone that is supposed to love me so much can be angry at me, maybe I'm not good enough or worthy of their love. This is where our rules for living come into play. These are often dysfunctional and inflexible ways of behaving that act to satisfy the core beliefs. For example, being a people pleaser and always trying to make everyone happy is a prime example of trying to satisfy the belief that I'm not good enough. This tells the brain, if everyone likes me, surely then I'd be good enough. Triggers. Triggers are what set off our alarms, stating that we've come under a threat all of a sudden. These can be internal from our thoughts or external from people's reactions to us. These triggers are what set off the cascade of negative automatic thoughts. Negative automatic thoughts are responsible for triggering depressive and anxiety-like symptoms. They involve negative thoughts about the self, the world, and the future, often causing us to feel hopeless. Now we've covered the underlying components, pause the video and think about your early life experiences, core beliefs, and rules for living. This might take some time, so find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Right, let's get to the technique. This is a trigger sheet to help you capture the negative automatic thoughts when they arise and help reframe them so you can get back on track quickly. Get a piece of paper and draw out 4 columns. In the first column, we're going to write the trigger and the negative automatic thought that is troubling you the most at the moment. Be as specific as you can with this. In the second column, we want to write the emotions it's making us feel and the intensity of those emotions out of 10, 10 being as strong as it can be. Third, and the most challenging of all, is to challenge this negative automatic thought with logic, facts, and rationality. We can do this by using Socratic questioning. For example, what am I interpreting this to mean? Is it possible that I'm making things worse than they have to be? What's the likelihood that this person is intentionally trying to harm me? You must spend a while on this section, as logic and reason melt irrationality when done consistently. It's important to formulate an argument that you can actually believe, so spend a good 10 to 15 minutes on this section, or longer if need be. In the fourth and final column, we're going to write out our new thought or interpretation of the event and re-rate the intensity of the emotions we felt earlier. After practicing this technique for a while, you'll reach a point where you don't need to write it out, but you'll be able to conduct it in your head. It's important to write it out in the beginning, as the process of pausing, getting it out on paper, and reflecting is essential to promote mindfulness and detachment from the situation. So there you have it. A way to better understand your wiring, and then a way to better control your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks a lot.